Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly, and it's episode 275, and I am so glad that you are here today. I'm talking about how to decide if you should start a business. I know so many of you have been flailing around and kind of waffling back and forth on whether or not you should start a business. Maybe you've been thinking about it for years or even decades. I know people that have thought about this for decades, and they still haven't decided whether they should start a business. Well, today, we're going to draw a line in the sand. We're going to figure this out once and for all. I'm going to share with you 4 things that you can ask yourself. They're basically questions to ask yourself so you can know today, in just a little bit, whether you should start a business or not, so that you can proceed with that, or you can just say, you know what, I'm done with the dream. I'm going to live my life the way it is now, or I'm going to go back to another type of career. I just want you to be able to make a decision so that you're not waffling in this indecision for years. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey. Whether you're in the idea stage, starting or growing, this podcast is for you. Now, make sure you get plugged in. You can do that right now. So if you scroll down in the show notes, I've got a link that takes you over to my free Facebook group. It's called Women Starting Businesses and Podcasts, Doing What You Love. Oh, yes, I just added those 2 words, and podcast, because y'all, I'm so excited about the future of podcasting. I've been excited since the day I started mine 5 years ago. So anyways, come join in there if you'd love community of other women starting businesses and podcasts too. And then also I have some free downloads for you if you are starting your business, or after you listen today and you're like, yes, okay, I do want to start a business. I have a free checklist for you. It's a 16-step checklist for starting your business. You can get it. You just enter your email, print it out, use it, and start working on starting your business today. I'm so excited. Also, too, I'm releasing a new training for those of you that want to start a podcast. So look down below in the show notes, and it may be available by the time this episode launches. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be 3 steps to growing your business through a podcast, which is so fun because y'all know I do it too. So anyways, check out below everything that I have, because I have lots of resources for you, and I have my courses and my group coaching program, and also one-on-one coaching to help those of you that are starting a business or starting a podcast, to help you get set up for success and move fast. Do this quickly and not waste time. Okay. And so if you've been listening a while, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. Shout out to my Grow Getters and my Binge-worthy new podcasters. So Binge-worthy is my podcast program. And just shout out to all of you who are working hard on your podcast and your business. I'm so proud of you. I'm so in awe of you. And I'm so thankful that you're out there representing the world of small businesses, because I know you're doing great things. If you've been listening to this podcast a while, maybe a year, maybe even just a few times, or maybe years, some of y'all have been listening since the very beginning 5 years ago. If you have found value in this podcast, would you be so kind to leave a written review? That would mean the world to me. It really does, y'all. It means so much, because I record these podcast episodes alone. I don't get any feedback. There's no round of applause. There's no, yeah, that was really good. That really helped me. It's like there's nothing. It's just crickets. So if you find value in any certain podcast, or just this podcast in general, would you leave a written review on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, whatever it may be? Because I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you would leave that 5-star review, that would mean the world to me. So that's it. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, friends. I am so excited for this episode, because I want you to be able to decide once and for all whether you should start a business. I know you may be sitting there thinking, how do I decide how to start a business? What are the things I need to be considering? Well, today I'm narrowing it down to 4 things for you. It's like a mini checklist. I mean, after all, who doesn't love a checklist? We love a good checklist. Don't we? Y'all know I have that 16-step checklist for starting your business. It's been one of my top, if not, it may be the top download that I have, actually, now that I think about it. It's handy and it's awesome, but we love good checklists, right? And so today I'm giving you 4 things that you can think through so that you can decide once and for all whether you should start a business or not. The bigger question may be timing on when you should start your business, but I do want you to have it in mind so that you can start taking some steps forward and start getting things moving and going. I don't want you stalling this dream. I don't want you living with regret. I don't want you looking at other business owners going, why didn't I just go for it in a way that felt comfortable to me? Because you can. You can start a business in a way that feels comfortable to you at this season of your life. So today, again, I'm going to go through the 4 things you're going to know once and for all. Let me start out by saying this. Y'all, starting a business changed my life. I started my first business 25 years ago with a friend on the side of our full-time careers. We both worked at Dell Computers. Shout out to Dell. I loved it. I was a sales manager at Dell and I loved it. I loved my job, but I also loved home accessories and gifts. And so my friend Jenny and I decided to start a business. We started on the side. We did home shows locally around Austin, Texas. It was so much fun. Absolutely loved it. Within, I think it was a year or 18 months, I don't know exactly, I had left Dell and pursued entrepreneurship full time for the past 25 years. I have never looked back. It has been an exhilarating journey of ups and downs, an emotional roller coaster of challenges, of setbacks, of wins, of income, of money, of paying for vacations, of, building a career that actually is fulfilling to me and being able to have something all my own, use my creative brain, use my God-given gifts. And I'm sure this is what you want to. Y'all, if you want to do something greater with your life, okay, besides maybe the career that you have now, because a lot of you may really love your career like I did. If you want to do something more fulfilling, y'all, a business is a great way to do that, okay? No, you don't have to spend millions of dollars to get started. No, you don't have to quit your full-time job. You can start on the side. And no, you don't have to have business skills. So many of my clients were nurses, teachers, all kinds of careers, right? And they had never been in a business before, didn't know anything about business. And here's the good news. You can start simple and you can get it going. But what I want to say to you today is, if you've had this yearning to start a business, if you have felt this calling in your soul to do something greater, use your God-given gifts, make a difference, feel fulfilled in your career, whether it even be, on the side for a few hours a week. If you want that fulfillment and that joy to know that you're doing something greater with yourself, then I'm telling you, a business is a great way to do that. There has been so much added joy in my life from having a business, just getting to use my brain, figure things out. And now for the past 5 years, helping people like you who just have a passion for something, who want to make a difference in this world. It's exhilarating and it's awesome and it can change your life. So that's why I'm here today. Let's go through this checklist, y'all. I'm so excited for you. Okay. And as y'all know, if y'all listen to me, I always write out my little notes, like 3 or 4 little bullet points. And I've just written them out. So if you're watching on YouTube, I've got them here, but you can't see them. I'm not going to let you read them, but I'm so excited to share these. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my list to make sure I'm staying on track, right? So how do you decide if you should start a business? So let's just kind of sit here for a second. How would you decide? Number 1, do you yearn for a fulfilling career? Do you? Do you yearn for something more than where you are today? A lot of people like you tell me that they do. Now, again, some of you may love your career, but you still wanted to pursue this thing on the side, right? Because let's be honest here. This could just be a hobby. You don't have to start a business. You could pursue a hobby and you're more than welcome to do that. But a lot of you have said, you know what, I really think I could make money doing this. And what if I could end up quitting my full-time job later and pursuing this as my career like I did, right? I didn't think it was going to end up like that. I started out on the side. I was so excited if I made $500 a month. Little did I know that business I would then take on, but put it online in 2003 because we started our business in 1999. 2003, I went online. I had a Yahoo store. I was selling personalized gifts and baby gifts and all this stuff. And for 16 years, I ran those online boutiques out of my home with my children at home. Literally, it's afforded me so much. Okay, so I want you to think about that. It can turn into something greater. But have you been yearning right now? Maybe you don't even like your career. Maybe you are just paying the bills. And that's okay too, because you need to pay the bills. You're going to need some money for your business. And if you yearn for something more, then that's a yes. So is it yes or no on our little pseudo checklist here, our 4-point checklist? Do you yearn for a fulfilling career? And if you do, I would say, yes, you are an amazing candidate for starting a business. Okay. So again, a fulfilling career, an impactful career, one that uses your God-given gifts. And by the way, if you are doing this, if you're wanting to start a business just for the money, then I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl because I'm helping people like you do this for more than the money. Okay. It's to be fulfilled and some other reasons that we're going to go through, but it's to know that you're doing something greater with the gifts that God has given you. Okay. Okay. So that's number one. Do you yearn for a more fulfilling career or a fulfilling career? If it's yes, let's check it. Let's move on. Number two, do you have time to take on a new skill? Like for real, like just sit here for a second. Do you actually have time to take on a new skill? You're busy. Many of you have full-time jobs. Many of you have children. Many of you are taking care of elderly parents. Many of you are busy with volunteering and other personal commitments. Do you have time to take this on? I think if you can spare at least a couple of hours a week, you have time. You could do it on a Sunday night. If you have been wasting hours of your life watching Netflix, you could be starting a business in lieu of that, which watching Netflix is getting you nowhere. It is helping you escape for a little while. And I agree, we all need that every now and then just to escape real life for just a little bit. But you could be actually doing something more productive with your life, which is starting a business slowly, simply, in the way that feels comfortable to you at this season of your life. But you have to have time. You have to have at least a few hours a week that you could work on it, that you could set aside. You could say, on Sunday nights, I'm doing this. On Friday nights, I'm not going to go to happy hour anymore. I'm going to work on my business. Saturday morning, I don't know what it is, but I want you to think about the blocks in your week that you could now trade for starting a business. Okay. So do you have time to take on this new skill? It is a new skill. It's like riding a bike. It is something new that you're learning. You are going to stink at it at first. Even when I started this podcast here 5 years ago, I stunk at it. I was like getting nervous and didn't know what I was saying. They may have come out okay, the first episodes. I'm kind of embarrassed. I do not want to go back and listen to those. But I will say this, I did re-record them like 4 or 5 times. Now I never re-record. I just like turn on the mic and let's go. But in the beginning, you're bad at stuff, okay? And it's okay, but you have to be ready for that. You have to be like, okay, I'm ready to take on this new challenge. I know that I'm going to stink at it for a little while, but I'm going to learn and I'm going to be smart with what I'm doing. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to realize that I don't have to be perfect, that I just need to get it moving. And if you have that time and you can say yes, check it off. You are a good candidate for starting a business. So let's review. Number one, do you yearn for a fulfilling career? If so, check yes. Number two, do you have time to take on a new skill? If so, click yes. Okay. Because yes, you're going to have to learn some stuff. You may never have been in business before. Number three, do you at least have some money to get started? And I'm going to clarify that. Honestly, you could start a business with nothing. You could offer a service and you could start knocking on doors. You could start emailing people. You could post on social media and you could start selling something right now and having them Venmo you or PayPal you. Like literally you could have nothing and you could just say, I'm going to do this service, whatever it is. Okay. I don't know what kind of service you have, cleaning service, landscaping, coaching, life coaching, career coaching, helping someone with their resume, fitness, diet. It could be anything, y'all. You could start with nothing. However, let me just warn you. It is so much better when you have a little bit of money to get going. You may need a basic website. You may need like a logo at the top. You may need to learn some skills from a mentor or a coach like me. I cannot tell you how much time and angst and energy and money you can save by someone handing you the keys and giving you the blueprint and telling you, okay, do this, do this, do this. Don't do this. Don't waste money on this. No, don't do it that way. Yes, do it this way. And identifying your skills and helping you. That's what I do. So I'm offering that to you today. If you're sitting here like pondering over a business idea or starting, I can help you do that in the most effective way. Let's figure out your business idea, how you're going to package it or start it and get going in the most simple, streamlined way possible. I do offer power hours, by the way, but it is imperative that you have some money to either get coaching, get the basics of your store, like an online store or a website or any software you need, like Canva or video software, or anything it may be. Okay, y'all, there's a lot of things that come up when you start a business. Configuring your product or service, maybe buying some inventory, packaging to ship. You need a little bit of money to get going. I mean, that's the fact. I think it's very hard for someone to start basically for free. You can. But in my case, for my people, it's taken some money to get going. Okay. It really has. So do you have at least some money, like $500, $1,000? I mean, you could literally just start with that. I started with $1,000 with my first business. With my friend, we each put $1,000 in. It was a partnership at the time, and we each put 1,000 in. And little did I know, I would then take it to multi-six-figure businesses, 2 of them running at the same time. So that can happen for you. You can leave your full-time job. It can work, but you got to start smart and all that. Anyways, I digress. You need to have at least a little bit of money. A coach or someone to help you, a mentor, would be one of the best things to spend it on. And then figure out what are the most simple, basic, streamlined things that you need to get going. Okay, so let's review. I'm giving you a little quiz for your checklist. Number 1, what did I say? Do you yearn for a fulfilling career? Yes. Number 2, do you have time to take on a new skill? Yes. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, do you have at least some money to put into this business? Yes. Okay, move on. This is the last one. Number 4, this is your fun little checklist. Number 4, do you actually want to serve people? Let me say that again. Do you actually want to serve people? Do you want to make this world a better place by having your business? I want you to think about all the small businesses that you may frequent on your daily, weekly, monthly schedule, right? Excuse me. I want you to think about those businesses. And do some just make such a difference for you? I mean, there's one, for example, my chiropractor. He's so sweet, but the physical therapist in there, I adore her. She's been the best physical therapist. Now, she's not the owner of the business, so maybe this isn't a good example, but it is a small business, although it's probably getting big, but it is a small business that, to me, makes my life so much better. They're so sweet and it's awesome, and I'm actually making progress in physical therapy, right? But other small businesses, maybe it's a bakery, a restaurant, someone that you have online, a business coach, a life coach. It could be anything, a health coach. Someone who makes a fun product that you absolutely love, right? Maybe someone who makes jewelry, candles, anything like that. There are small businesses that make a difference in this world massively. They make your life happy when you go in there because they smile at you, they talk to you, they get to know you. And Starbucks has been trying to be like that. And also I've heard that, what's the coffee one that's something brothers, Dutch Brothers. I've never been there, but people talk about it that the people that work there are like overly personal. They're like, I've seen funny little like memes and stuff about them being overly personal, but that's what probably brings people to them because they're just another coffee store. But what's making them different, right? Do you want to serve people? Do you want to make their life better? Help them make more money, help them have better relationships, feel better, look better, make their home happier. What is it? How do you want to help people to save them time, save them money, save them energy doing something? What is it? Do you actually want to serve people? Are you set out when you create your products or services that you're envisioning right now to actually make a difference for them? Because this isn't just about the money. It's just not. Because if it is, then you're going to make different types of decisions if it's just about the money. You're going to be more selfish with what you're doing. And if you're someone who is doing it for more, to use your God-given gifts for greater, to make an impact on people's lives, then people are going to feel it. And you're going to get a lot more referrals and your business will thrive. And then also when times are hard, if you're really out to serve people, you will stop and think about your people. You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how you can help your people. Okay? Do you really want to serve people? If so, check that one. Yes. So let's review the 4 really fast. Do you yearn for a fulfilling career? Yes. Do you have time to take on a new skill? Yes. Do you have at least some money to get started? Yes. Do you actually want to serve people and make this world a better place through your business? If the answer is yes to all of those, y'all, yes, you should start a business. And you can get going in the most simple form today, now, right now, with a few hours a week. I've got that 16-step checklist for you to get your business started, so make sure you check that out. I also have a Just Getting Started boot camp that gives you the whole approach to starting your business, whether it's a service business, product business, whatever. It just kind of lays out exactly how you need to focus on things and how to keep things simple and what you need to be working on. So I teach you all of that with video trainings. Make sure you check all of that out below because I don't want you to stall on the stream. You have something special to offer the world. And if you're meant to be doing it, then why not start now? Why not start taking the first steps? You can go in easy. You don't have to put in $1 billion. You don't have to mortgage your house. You don't have to quit your job. You can just get started on the side, start building your audience, start building your sales. So when the day comes, when the season is right, that you can spend more time, wham, you're already ahead of the curve. You're ahead of the game and you can do it. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this YouTube video. This is the first time I've ever recorded my podcast with a video. So I'm super excited about it. And tell me what you think down below. Leave any comments. If you have any questions about starting your business or podcast, let me know. I'm excited to help you. So that's it. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.